Joel Odom with the Oregonian Oregon Live, along with Andrew Nemec. We're here to talk a little bit of recruiting for both the Ducks and the Beavers. Andrew, to start off, the Beavers in the past week have gotten 2 commits, 4-star talents. It seems like that's a really good sign for them. Tell me about what's going on with the Beavers recruiting these days.
Well, it is a really good sign. After 2 years of no 4-star commitments, getting 2 in a week is a lot of progress, frankly. Christian Wallace is the number 6 athlete in the country. Sherrod Thompson, another 4-star, is the number 9 safety in the country. So reason for optimism there. That being said, those are really the only 2 4-star guys they were in with. So they've got those, but it's still a class that's ranked number 11 in the Pac-12. So they're second to last still in the Pac-12 with no real signs of landing another 4- and 5-star. They do have a 5-star receiver, N'Keal Harry, coming in a couple weeks, and there's reason for optimism there, but he's got offers from the big boys, and he's very likely to end up with a top 10, top 15 program. So I would consider him a long shot. Not a lot of reason with not a lot of slots left to think that they're going to end up above that number 9, number 10 in the conference spot. Is that good enough in year 1? Yes. Gary Anderson and his staff have to be happy. They've made inroads in the state, and they've landed a couple of 4-stars, so they've got off the schneid with that as far as not having any of those guys. But they need to do better in the coming years at not being 9, 10, 11, jumping up into that 4, 5, 6 range where they are competing with Oregon, USC, UCLA for, you know, a top 25 class in the country. Again, right now they're outside the top 50.
Switching gears to the Ducks, they're clearly not the same Ducks of the past few years. They're 3-2, but how has Oregon's performance on the field, Andrew, affected their recruiting off the field?
Well, it doesn't appear to as of this moment, but the SEC programs, the rest of the Pac-12 is circling. And there's a lot of negative recruiting right now, particularly with Dylan Mitchell. They're probably their best recruit. He's had 2 games this year with 6 touchdowns, just an electric talent. He's heard from almost every, he said, SEC school except for Vanderbilt. And the biggest thing he's hearing is, do you really want to go to Oregon and be a part of a loser at this point? And when that message starts to be there in the SEC, it's got to also be there with your rivals in the Pac-12. So it'll be interesting to see if they can hang on to their commits. There are some rumors that Seth Green, their 4-star quarterback, might be decommitting. Again, Oregon's been having some problems with the quarterback position of late. Looks like that might continue. So some reason to be concerned, but right now it's kind of in a holding pattern and a wait-and-see mode.
And finally, before we sign off, give us a preview of the Ducks visitors for this coming weekend.
Well, 2 really big ones, and they have a number, but the 2 biggest ones have got to be 5-star linebacker Caleb Kelly. Oregon, other than quarterback now, the linebacker position seems to be the biggest area of need. Caleb Kelly has offers from everybody in the country. If he ends up coming to Oregon, that would be their headliner for this recruiting class. The other big name, it's an unofficial visit, but the number 1 uncommitted quarterback in the class of 2017, Ryan Kelly out of Arizona, is coming in for a visit. It could be Arizona State, it could be Oregon. But if Oregon can secure him, that'll be their best quarterback commitment in several years, maybe as long as a decade, in terms of highest rated quarterback, and hopefully then they can right the ship and get back on track. But again, he's not going to be on campus for a couple years, so they still have some question marks on the field.
He's Andrew Nemec. I'm Joel Odom. That's your quick recruiting update on Ducks and Beavers. Thanks for joining us.